Rob and Slim Show.
What's up, boys?
Sensible people here. What's up, guys?
How are you sensible people doing? Taylor and Raw Dog Ryan from Sensible People.
Right. We're doing fantastic, except on the way to the studio, I got a fucking speeding ticket. So I need your address before we get started because I'm sending you guys a damn invoice.
666 Poopy Drive.
There you go.
How's our volume? We coming in all right?
Yeah, you guys sound amazing.
All right. I wish I could say the same to you.
What are you guys doing? Besides getting arrested?
No, just no arrest. Just a little speeding ticket. It's a monsoon here in Chicago. You know, I was telling myself before I got to the show, or rather after the weekend, because I did so much drinking over Memorial Day weekend, that I wasn't going to drink at all. Of course, I get to the studio, I see Raw Dog with a drink and have to open a beer myself. So.
It sounds like Raw Dog would be the one drinking.
Hey, you know what? I was going to keep this discreet, but I had my son's 2-year-old birthday party on Monday. His real birthday was on Sunday. But we had his birthday party on Monday. I took work off on Tuesday, and I was puking all morning Tuesday morning. That's how we do 2-year-old birthday parties in Chicago. That's
a wild-ass 2-year-old party, bro.
There was a jump house. What do you expect?
Wow. That's a Raw Dog 2-year-old party.
I walk into the studio and he's got a blue tongue tonight. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you drinking blue Curacao? Like, why is your tongue blue, dude?
I was going to ask what the raw doggiest thing you ever did, and that's obviously it. That's obviously up there on the Raw Dog list.
He looks like George the Animal Steel.
You guys have never ate a Fun Dip on the way to the studio? Get the fuck out.
Oh, no.
We ate Fun Dip in studio one time, though.
What these guys have snorted pixie sticks. Like,
oh,
yeah.
What
was it?
Slambo and Hollywood did.
Oh no, it was sugar from Peeps. From Peeps.
Sugar from Peeps, yeah.
And our old buddy Mike, he got a nosebleed.
And then we had Slim eat the 1,000-year-old eggs.
Oh yeah,
and I did that together. Yeah, we still have those. They're still sitting in the cabinet there.
Yeah.
They're these
pickled eggs?
Yeah. Oh,
they're like, I don't know if you guys ever seen the Ladies Man, Tim Meadows, the fucking pickled eggs in the bar.
Yes. Dude, these things are nasty. They're called 1,000-year eggs. They're like a Chinese delicacy.
They put them in like a kimchi vat and let them just
dude, you bite into it and it's just black.
But you know what? We're gonna set up the Rob and Slim Show, Sensible People. We're actually gonna meet up and we'll do a pickled egg and pickled pig's feet eating contest together.
Ooh, I like that. I'll do it. And hamburger smoothie.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
Slim likes smoothies. He did a Spamuel Adams, which was Spam and Sam Adams. He did corned beef and cabbage, which was corned beef and cabbage and mint milk.
Yeah. And the worst was the hot dog smoothie, which the great thing about this is how the hot dog smoothie was. I was ordered to get the cheapest hot dogs I could get, so we got these thing called Bar S. Which we used to joke and call them bar shit hot dogs. So we throw that into a blender, and then Rob and Slambo decide to pull out every condiment that's in my fridge, which is, I love condiments, so it's every fucking thing you can imagine. Probably 50% of which were expired, and just shoved this into a blender, and dude, one sip of this and I felt like I was dying. Like literally it was death. It was terrible.
The comment that's killing me, are you cheaper than me? You said cheap hot dogs. Aren't they all cheap?
Oh, these were cheap. Dude, these are like dollar, like a dollar. They're called Bar S.
Bar S, and I always call them the bar shit.
The lowest of the low.
I always pictured like somebody was at the bar all night and was shitting, and they put that shit into hot dogs.
It's 100% beaks and claws.
Yeah,
shit
and nipples.
Too fucking ruthless. Well, Raw Dog, if you guys don't know, is a extremely picky eater. So we haven't gone to that extent as far as you guys have gone, but we've done, baby food challenge and some other shit.
I've thought about the baby food thing.
Eggs.
I've thought about the baby food thing. Some of that stuff sounds so bad,
Dude, disgusting.
We did baby food a couple episodes because our lovely co-host, who's now on, we like to consider it forced maternity leave. maybe we'll talk about that a little later. But she was on air. We did her baby shower special, so we ate some baby food that Ryan picked, and man, was that shit disgusting.
Dude,
the shit that kids eat.
Yeah, some of it, the blends of different foods just sounds miserable.
The pieces we did were great.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. We also did. I just woke up one day and I heard an Papa John's commercial, and I thought it said ethnic needs pizza, but it wasn't. It was something else. But so I decided to make ethnic needs pizza, and we did pork rinds and watermelon pizza, and we did an egg roll gut pizza, and we did burrito gut pizza. And the
Did
burrito.
you wash it down with a little fucking grape soda?
No, we should.
No, we didn't. We should have.
Dude, in all honesty, you know how good a grape sun-kissed fucking soda is? So good.
My grandfather just loved grape soda, so just growing up, that's
The generic cream sodas.
just
good, too.
yes.
I
That's
love
another
cream
one.
soda.
Cream
Yeah,
soda.
I like cream soda.
Yes, he's so good, so good.
So good.
You guys,
How
how
did
did
you guys not hear about this Roseanne incident? I was hearing Mike Rick on earlier.
Yeah,
Rob and I just don't pay attention to
It was-
anything that's going on in the world.
it was last night, and I haven't watched one episode of Roseanne because I haven't been able to find my remote that changes the channels on my TV. But yeah, I didn't know. I thought it was something on the show she did, but Mike said no, it was something she tweeted, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was a
she
tweet.
tweeted it out. It's depressing.
Brian's a big Roseanne fan.
I
said
grew
it.
up with Roseanne.
Me too, man. I said it earlier too. Like one of our other buddies, Lucas Corvada, he's a comedian. He tweeted earlier today, like, not defending her 100%, but comedians say stupid
Yeah.
things just for a fucking reaction, and not to condone this, but I understand it as a comedian, and I've seen her live, and she's amazing.
Yeah, we're in the same
Dude,
boat. I
it-
think it's probably wasn't the smartest thing for her to do, but at the same time, we live in a culture that's just fucking ridiculous with
Yeah.
anything you say. So
Yep.
Yes.
Roseanne's a family pastime for me. I grew up watching it, and my mom put me in my room a lot because I'd always get in trouble. My dad would get home from work, and he'd let me out just to watch Roseanne.
Oh, nice. My mom's been the one that has watched every episode this past season. She's asked me, she's like, Rod, have you seen Roseanne yet? And I'm like, no, I can't find my remote, Mom. And she tells me to clean my room because I'm a slob.
If it was that good, it sounds like one of those things that like Netflix is gonna pick up,
I was just going to say that. Yeah, something else.
or like Hulu or something.
Someone's gonna pick it up.
Oscars or Full Angel or Pornhub will pick it up.
A Pornhub original series.
You guys have to admit, Roseanne looks better now than she did in the early 90s.
Does she? I haven't even seen her.
yeah,
I've not
I
even
got
seen
it.
her. We got to Google her
The
now.
picture. I'd pork her.
Would you,
Maybe-
Slambo?
Maybe John Goodman,
know.
too. Fuck it.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking
John
love
Goodman
John Goodman.
is easy on the eyes. I do. I love him. I love everything he's done. He's just great. Even in I don't know if you guys have seen the movie The History of Lies. Like he was
I've never seen that.
I haven't.
he was like an arms dealer in it, and it was dark. It wasn't even comedic, and he was just like
Well, he can be comedic or he can be like fucking scary. Like,
that, or even like just arachnophobia. Like he's great. Oh yeah, Roseanne does look great. Better than
Doable,
back
right?
then.
Is this like a compare? What is this picture?
That's a
I don't-
comparison. I had seen other ones in the other
How old is she?
older
he's
than.
got to be pushing
Sure.
70, right?
I would think.
No.
See that
No.
picture right there, like with the Roseanne with the ABC, second row, middle.
Second row, middle. Oh, right here.
She looks okay.
Oh
right there.
yeah, she looks good.
Roseanne's 65.
Wow.
Dude, that is hot for 65. Yeah, yeah, I'd pork her
Slambo,
too.
you are our
Wait,
Slambo
no,
is our GILF expert. He loves older women. Slambo, what do you-
Slambo, what do you think?
65. I mean,
Not the.
that's
I mean,
not
look
old
at her.
enough for
no,
Slambo.
no. 65. So that's good for a 69 right there.
It's good for.
What do you guys think? Completely shaved, drag strip, or full bush?
On Roseanne?
Roseanne.
Roseanne.
Oh, I'm
saying
talking about
full.
John Goodman.
I'd
See,
say
I think
full
she's
bush.
complete. Did you say John Goodman? I think she's completely shaved. I think completely shaved.
Slambo says Hitler mustache because he's a Nazi.
I would say, oh man, yeah. I mean,
Who was her ex-husband? He was on the sports show for a while with John
Tom
Cena.
Arnold.
Tom Arnold.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't see him in the news anymore. I wonder the fuck he's doing.
He's a mess.
I think he was going to be on, the Today Show or something, talking about what she did yesterday.
Actually, going back to the hair dude down south, I've heard him do interviews where he said he loves just a full bush. So I'm thinking she had the full bush.
He's weed whacking his way through.
Or she's shaved. That's why they got the divorce.
I want to ask Taylor and Ryan, how did you guys meet?
So actually, Taylor and I met where I currently work now. Taylor is not employed at the same employer. He moved on to bigger and better things.
Okay.
But that's where we met, working.
Nice. That's how me and Slim met.
Yep.
And
What's that?
That's how me and Slim met.
Yeah.
And Slambo just came with the show. He was his roommate.
I knew Slim since 7th grade.
Since 7th grade,
yeah.
yep.
And I lured them in my van with Pokemon cards, and we've never looked back.
No windows.
No windows. No windows.
It was white. It was pure white.
Which is why Slambo went there.
Stuffed an apple in his mouth and told him to get in the back.
Got some fruit snacks, guys.
Talking about stuffing apples in people's mouths, I had a story from way back when I was a kid. I was at my math tutor's birthday party. It was
What
like
a segue.
Where's this going? Because I don't know.
At my math tutor's 50th birthday party. It was a White Sox game, and I'm a Cubs fan, so that sucked. But we're in a skybox, and these two guys are looking at his wife, at the math tutor's wife, and the math tutor's wife is probably pushing 350, 400 pounds, a big girl. And two guys are talking to themselves on this other guy's birthday, and he's like, it wouldn't be enough, even if she had an apple in her mouth and her hands tied behind her back.
Oh, man.
Wow. I love it.
When Taylor and I met too, where we're in the marketing world, so we were at an agency in Chicagoland area, and before I got employed there, I heard him and this other guy talking about a client that came in, and they were talking about pets, and he's in the pet world and everything, and then they started talking about how he came in to talk about his business model. And his business model is he wanted to open up a spa where you could bring in your family pet and he would fuck them as a service.
What?
Yeah.
Why would you ever want to bring your family?
Oh, man.
Hey, if you're gone on vacation for a week, you drop him off and he'll fuck your pet all the way. So
Keeping
they're
it happy.
In all honesty, we just ran with this and we created such a character out of this guy. We had a whole business plan created just on the outskirts of what he could do. You could bring in your family piranha and he would, the piranha could just blow him.
Just for a nipple. Yeah, he could go anywhere. He could go anywhere. You just get in the tub with that piranha and it's good.
We had accessories. If you want him to fuck your pet with a boa on and a romper, you could pick that out, but it's all part of a price plan.
So we did kind of escalate that idea quite a bit. We do some fake commercials once in a while on our show, and one of the first fake commercials we did when we launched this thing was the pet fucker.
It was tough writing it because when we first got going, it's like, all right, how obscene and obscure can we be with this? Because normal people fucking pets is probably not obviously normal, but we think it's fucking hilarious.
What's that in a group?
Yeah, I'm glad.
That animal group.
What's that? Oh,
PETA.
PETA.
Don't let them get a hold of it.
Yeah.
We hope PETA comes after us. Fuck him.
We've done Rob has actually put together some great commercials too. We got Little Stevie's, which is amazing.
Little Stevie's.
I would play it, but I don't think they would hear it if I played it on my computer. Slambo had a game. He teamed up with Hasbro's. It was called Hungry Pit Bulls. Yeah.
PETA's actually reached out to Taylor. They want him to be the new Sarah McLachlan in the commercials.
I was gonna ask too, guys. What episode was it? Dude looks like a lady. What did you guys do to Raw Dog in that episode?
That would have been episode 11.
I was
believe.
violated.
And I had a wacky buddy of mine who I grew up with on the show,
buddy.
and we basically tried on shit that women do or endured things that women have to do and suffer through. So we had to wear thongs, put fucking makeup on.
Taylor put a tampon up his ass.
No, I did not.
Did you hashtag the episode #MeToo?
Yeah.
Right.
I'll tell you what, in all honesty, all the shit that we did, the worst thing in the world was wearing a women's thong for me. It was awful.
That was the worst.
I liked it.
Every time I bent over or anything, it sucked.
Because I want to get Slambo Brazilian.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you guys did that.
Gotta do it on Lucas's.
The nipple. We waxed Ryan's nipple.
Yeah, I didn't go for
Okay.
the Brazilian.
But the Brazilian would be brutal on Slambo.
Yeah, right. Because he's got a lot of hair.
Yeah.
I got the Mediterranean curse, they call it.
There you go. Man up.
That's got to be season finale. We got to make that shit happen.
Yeah, we got it. We got a few weeks to make that happen.
I'll get on it too. We'll make this fucking happen.
What do you guys have planned for you guys' next episode?
So it'll be the first episode where our co-host Amber is not around. So it might get a little wacky with just the two of us, as you can imagine. 'Cause she's kind of been our mediator, our ball and chain.
Yeah.
So I think we're kicking off because we're recording soon. Our formats are usually anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour per episode. So what perfect way is we're gonna power hour for a full hour on our first episode without Amber.
That's what we did. That's how he got the name Lamborghini. He did a power hour of like beer shots, and every fifth shot we threw in moonshine.
No, yeah,
There was like Four Locos, all kinds of shit, man.
And then he got up and he slapped the wall and put a hole in it. And
It wasn't even like a slap. He placed his hand on the wall and bam, a hole appeared.
Just fucking clap.
And the power hour we call it slam time. So every minute we scream slam time. So after he slapped the wall or touched the hole in the wall, he was Lamborghini.
Instead of slapping the wall, he should have slapped the bag. You ever play that in school when you were younger when you just drank the Franzia wine that came in the bag in the box? Oh, slap the bag.
No.
I never.
Awful,
played that.
awful.
It's gotta be Chianti, or I won't do it.
I have to interrupt this conversation because something just occurred to me when we were talking about getting Slambo a Brazilian. Rob, what we should do if we can't get a professional to come in, we should just watch some YouTube tutorials on how to give somebody a Brazilian at one of us. We'll just
You guys
do
should
it.
Do it to each other.
Shaka not.
Yeah, no, we're just doing it to Slambo. Nobody else is. I'll give Slambo a Brazilian if I have to. Like that's,
man.
I'll do
You
it.
have to.
Oh, we go.
Slambo. And it's going to be a power hour.
And a power hour. That's
It's going to be
amazing.
everything. It's going to be everything.
What if I just find I'll just find some random girl to do it for you, and I'll have her come in, and I'll be like, here's some YouTube videos. Here's how you do a Brazilian. Go. Will that be cool?
Man.
No.
Yeah, man.
Whatever. Whatever. But I have to be
It's done.
drunk before I do
I
it.
should get Ryder Dahl to do it.
Ryder wouldn't touch him.
Yeah, you guys better be tipping well. But I don't know. You buy cheap hot dogs, so we'll see.
Yeah. The local bar in town, I'm gonna pick up a chick tonight and be like, I got this guy, you gotta give him Brazilian, and that's how we'll do that. he seems completely into that. Be like 55, we'll be good to go.
Just getting an old crackhead to do a woman.
Yeah,
to do
that's
it.
what I was expecting. I was expecting nothing less.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite episode of your show that you guys have done?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
You know, we've similar to you guys, we interview a lot of people from different walks of life, so that's always been fun to have guests on the show. I would have to say one of my favorites would be back in our Halloween episode. We played this little game where we did what's in the box and put our hands in, and
Not to
didn't know
get
what the
confused
hell
of
we were-
what's in her box.
we didn't know what we were feeling, so that was a fun one.
Was anyone's dick in the box? Like there was this hole and
Fortunately, no.
We did What's in the Bag years ago, and it was a big, nasty, like, vein from
corned beef and hash?
Corned beef.
Yeah.
It was corned beef.
Fucking disgusting.
And Slim thought
And it had
he could
been
eat it.
sitting in your fridge for like weeks, right?
For like weeks.
Actually had a vein in it.
Yeah, it was a vein. It was
gross.
Nasty.
Hash is probably pretty comparable to some things I've stuck my hands in.
Same with Slambo.
It's hard for me. I mean, I can't really pick an episode. It's hard for me. I drink pretty heavily during recording, so half the time I don't even remember what the fuck we talked about.
Dude, half the time I either got to look at my notes or like watch or like skip through the episode to remember what I said, or what we talked about.
Doing even shows sober, I can't remember shit.
Yeah.
Like it goes by real quick, and it's like, wait, what did we talk about last week?
Yeah.
It is tough. How many episodes have you guys recorded?
167. 66. This is 167.
Nice.
And did you guys always keep that 4.5 hour format?
No.
We
That's
did
challenging.
we did an hour at first.
Yeah, no, even less than that. When we started, we were a show called the RBJ Show. It was me, Rob, and my cousin Brandon. A whole nother story, but we did that for like a year, and our show was about, once I cut out all the like breaks and shit like that, because we would take a lot of breaks.
20-minute breaks.
Back then, we would talk for 5 minutes and then take like a 20-minute break.
Yeah.
So we might have hung out for like 4 hours, but it was a 30-minute show.
Yeah.
So 30 minutes, and then once I kicked off my cousin, I fired my own cousin,
guys.
and we started Rob and Slim because it was just me and Rob. Then we started going an hour, and then like within maybe a month, I think we reached probably 4 hours, but it was a build.
Yeah, it was a build. Like it got to the point where like we were doing a couple guests every show, and I was like, I want to do more. And then it got to like 6 guests, and it's like I need an hour and a half of just BS time at
with
the
us.
beginning of the show.
Oh yeah, because
like,
there was a time I think when it was literally the show was just us talking to guests. And then we were like, no, we need to have something where it's us talking to us, and then we'll go into guest.
Yup.
Yeah.
It's been evolution.
I know you guys are on the East Coast. Where exactly are you from?
Jersey.
Jersey? Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell by your accent or anything.
Oh, yeah.
Chicago accent?
Hey. We sound like we're from Boston.
Nah.
Park the fucking car.
Guys, we have to wrap this up, but it's been great talking to you guys. And
Totally.
where can everybody find you?
Wow, that flew by. Holy shit.
So you can find us, as far as the podcasts go, on Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, you name it. And then our website is sensiblepeoplepodcast.com. We are on Twitter at sensible_people and on Instagram at sensiblepeople.
We can also burn you a CD if you send us your address. We'll send it in the mail.
That's
Cool.
awesome. Yeah, we could do that.
Yes.
What? Before you guys go, why Sensible People? Why'd you choose that name?
Well, it's a little ironic because a lot of people think the shit that we talk about and our opinions are probably not sensible, even though we highly think they are.
I
Awesome.
love it.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Thanks
bud.
guys.
See
Take
ya.
care.